I fear that if I never started meditating, I don't know where my life would have gone. If I didn't have that opportunity to stop, I wouldn't have been able to look at my life more clearly, and I wouldn't have been able to decide and take a different route than the one I was taking. Hi, I'm Callum. I'm a practising Buddhist, and I've been one for several years now. I think everybody can learn from Buddhism. I think anybody could tread the path, but it's not for me to decide who does and who doesn't. I have definitely found it challenging at times. It brings me up against what's really going on, and it's so much easier to just do something that takes my mind off things, right? It's so much easier to just watch another episode or have another bar of chocolate in order to distract myself from what's really going on for me. I did dancing as a child. I learned ballet, I learned tap dancing. And when I went to secondary school, I really remember thinking, oh no, I need to stop this because it will lead to bullying. I felt a lot of pressure, a lot of social pressure at school to fit in, to be like everybody else, and I wasn't. And I was living out of fear in a way. I felt that I couldn't really express my creativity. And I think that was the beginning of something that just kind of got out of control in a sense, just this feeling of being trapped. Yeah. I wasn't really seen or heard in certain ways, and I think that must have led me to be angry in a sense, to not do what other people wanted me to do. And in a way I needed excitement. I wanted to do new things. I wanted to try things like cigarettes, for instance. I started trying cigarettes from that age. I was seeking something more rebellious. If I carried on that roller coaster of emotions and behaviour, who knows what that would have led to. It was shortly after I moved schools that I realised that, that I wanted to try meditation. I wanted to practice it because I thought that it would help me change. I thought that the way I was, the way I behaved, wasn't very good. It wasn't going to make me happy, and I wanted to change that. It made me look at the world in a certain kind of way and seek something that could really give me more meaning. So I remember the first time I practiced meditation, and I remember this experience where the sensations in my body changed with my breathing. And I was absolutely mind blown by that experience. Somehow I didn't realise how connected my mind, my breath and my body all were. We practice with the breath, and this is most traditionally shown in our world as mindfulness practice. So mindfulness of the breathing, or mindfulness of the body, even mindfulness of the senses. I was the only person I knew who was practicing mindfulness, and so for me that was quite difficult in many ways. And I really, really wanted to find other people who practice meditation. Being part of a Buddhist community makes me really feel like I'm understood. It makes me feel seen, it makes me feel heard. I feel I can relate to people based on our experiences, our similar experiences, and our similar struggles. And I would say it was one of the first times I didn't feel so alone, yes. I think the Buddhist path is fundamentally a freeing path. The Buddha talked about enlightenment, the goal of Buddhism, as complete freedom, a feeling of complete freedom. Anyone that's ever been on an adventure will know a sense of freedom, and to really experience that deeply, I think the Buddhist path is the only way. What keeps me moving forward is that I'm not perfect. So I don't have all the answers, and in a way that's part of it. I don't really know if all of the things that the Buddha taught are true, and I'm discovering that. I'm on the journey to working out what I think, and I'm on the journey to finding out what that is for me.